Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. We are live back again from central London. We are here with our campaign, Discover the Quran. In central London, you can see the iconic red London double deckers. You can see we're in a very touristic region and we're giving out free copies of the Quran. And alongside that, we have some sweets to entice people in. It's a lovely day. It's actually relatively warm today. It's supposed to be winter, but it's actually, I think, one of the maybe last days of weather like this, and it's buzzing. There's so much energy right now. There's so many people walking around. We had some wonderful interactions. Some people took away copies of the Quran, and we are sharing the message of Islam with humanity. So, share this link, like it, tell your friends and family about it, comment, so that helps with the algorithm as well, and watch, inshallah, as we are conveying Islam. Hi guys, you're not free coffee. I got free coffee. Free coffee with Quran. Yeah. Free So there you have a standard interaction from Murtaza, what Murtaza's been doing since we started. And in fact, you can see how many of the chocolates are gone, because his tactic, we should learn from this, is, you know,
it's like a hook, isn't it? It's a hook, basically.
offer it.
Yeah.
And what did the guy say? Is that the Quran?
Basically, what I said, I offered him the chocolate. He didn't want the chocolate, right? But then I said, would you like a copy of the Quran free? And he hesitated, he stalled, and then he's like, yeah, that's actually what I want. So this was more valuable, this is sweeter, you know?
Nice, nice. Free copy of the Quran.
Have a good day, sir. Yeah, take care.
Hi guys. Free chocolate, sir. Chocolate. I never had it. Hi guys. Thank you. Hi guys. Copy the Quran in English. Quran prayer in English. Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you. Nice.
What?
Hi guys. Free chocolates.
And that's additionally free as well. A copy of the Quran in English that's a gift for you. That's an interesting read. It's translated from Arabic into English. Thank you. Thank you. Do you like a copy as well, madam?
There you go.
Do you want the book as well? I've got a few comments here. Oh, sorry, guys. Thank you. And you didn't take a chocolate, but you want one. We've got these different ones as well. We've got those ones here, roasted brothers. All right, thanks, guys. Have a good day. Thank you. Hi, madam.
Like free copy of the Quran, guys? Free? Giving dawah to normal people.
Sikat.
Yeah.
Just turn.
Basic. Basic.
The young people just turn like yeah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. As you guys can see, we are live. Alhamdulillah, Sabul already introduced. So, alhamdulillah, it's a really nice day here in central London. Alhamdulillah, we're outside Harry Potter again. MashaAllah. And we've already had some really good conversations. And we've handed out many Qur'an so far. So, brothers and sisters, if you can please make sure that you like and share this stream so that this can go far and wide. Inshallah, we are here with Discover the Quran with iERA, calling the world back to Allah, live doing dawah. And alhamdulillah, we'll try and distribute as many Qurans as we can today. We've got 2 full packs, inshallah. We're only going to be on for a couple of hours today. So please, if you haven't done so, make sure you share this on WhatsApp, with your family and friends, on your other social media networks so that we can get this message going far and wide. And as soon as we get some good conversations, we'll bring them to you on the camera, inshallah. And don't forget, if you want to support the work that we're doing, click on the link in the comment section, inshallah. And you'll be able to donate and get a reward of the great work that we're doing here in iERA. So tell us how it's going. How's the video looking? How's the audio? Is it all good? Please post up your comments where you guys are tuning in from as well, inshallah. Let's check the comments. Okay, alhamdulillah. We've already had quite a few comments. I'm going to read them out, mashallah. So Linja says, Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum salam, guys. We also have White Passion. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Wait, are they going to throw a fit of knowing it's halal chocolate like they did in Tesco? SubhanAllah. I'm a Muslim. I like iERA. I'll join whenever I come to UK. Yeah, please do come and join us. Get involved in the dawah, inshallah. You go to our website, www.iera.org. And if you want to get involved, want to learn how to do dawah, you can go to our training portal, learn the Go Rap methodology so that you can share the message of Islam. You can also go to our website and order dawah materials like this, free of charge. All you got to pay is postage and and then distribute it to any non-Muslims that you may know as well, inshallah. Also, we have the books decoded Salam. We also have Zahidal, Islam, Samra. Donate for the Quran, brothers. Yes, please do, inshallah. My passion is, what is the mission for today? So today's mission is we're out and we want to distribute as many Quran as possible so that they can learn about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inshallah. So that is today's mission. We have Taib, who's on YouTube. Assalamu alaikum from Cape Town. Wa alaikum salam. And
Quran can liberate Palestine as well. So Jazakallah khairan. Keep your comments coming in. Inshallah, make sure that you like and share. And let me know, can you guys hear me clearly? How's the audio? How's the video looking? Inshallah. And I think there's a conversation going on right now.
Yeah. He's have two lectures. Take that as well, because it's a different translation. And who knows what floating word might be better wording, whatever. That's why plain simple English. So it's a really clear translation, the clear Quran. And basically, it talks about the one God that all the Muslims believe in. Yeah, it's very simple. It's not a complex religion. He rewards us, we worship Him, do the prayers, etc. And we get goodness in this life. And when we pass away, which eventually will happen to all of us, you get a paradise. You know, trying to get paradise. You live forever, you're with your loved one, there's nothing, no evil, no suffering, no illnesses, just a utopia, pleasures and goodness. You get goodness in this life, protection automatically that are there. For example, I'll give you one quick one. I can't drink alcohol. I'm not allowed to drink alcohol, you don't drink, right? But I don't drink alcohol, right? So the bottom line is, I can never die from drink driving. Impossible. I can never get it down.
You can go to our website.
Unless someone hits me. Yeah. I thought you were going to throw a punch on me then. You know what I mean? Unless someone hits me, right? Then I'm done for, right? But the point is, it's an automatic protection, you know? Some people may see it as a loss. Oh, no, you're not free, you can't drink, you can't have the whiskey. We don't see it like that. We see it as, no, there's a greater goal. Something higher out there, you know? Exactly. You're a smart guy. Yeah, I think you're a secret Muslim. I think one day you're going to wake up and say, that's it, I've had enough. Yeah. Yes. It's just Arabic for God. What it means, so what it basically means, Allah means the one true God, right? So in the language, in the Arabic, which I'm guessing you don't speak fluently, right? The Arabic language is no gender, right? So there's no goddess, like English goddess, no God, no gender, and there's no plural, like gods with an S. So what we say, the Arabs around you, the Saudi guy, Qatari guy, whatever, they say Allah. Even the Christian Copts in Egypt, right? They say Allah as well. It's in their Bible, Allah, right? It just means the one true God. So it just means God. Semantic. Yeah. Yeah. Allah is an Arabic word for God. God is a word, but look, you don't have to call it God per se. We call it the Creator, the all-loving, the all-seeing. See, the names of Him are in that book. The many names that He's got are the all-powerful, the all-wise, you know? It explains the problem of evil and suffering. Why is it evil and suffering? God is the all-wise. He knows the greater plan, right? And what looks like apparent evil and suffering, there's always a double side to these sort of things that people look into. You know, basically, in a nutshell, yeah, if there was no evil, you wouldn't know what good is, basically. That's how it works. Yeah. 100%. 100%, yeah. Not that we... Brilliant. Look, see, we're against evil. No, we're totally Muslim. If you like, stamp out evil, minimize it. Minimize it. Anyway, I wish you all the best, my friend, yeah? And I'm glad to hear you on the marching and stuff. That'd be good. Yeah. I'll give you a third one. Please. I'll do it. You deserve the third. Right, take care. And you. Hi, guys. I'm good, thanks for the help. Really good. I'm Pakistan, yeah? Where are you from? I'm from, where am I from? Africa, India, Africa, England. It's my grandparents, like your grandparents, yeah, from India, basically, no Pakistan, yeah. But before Pakistan was created, my parents, grandparents, sorry, they went to East Africa, Kenya, Tanzania. My mum was born in Kenya.
Let me summarize. The Pakistani just go to India. That's what's going on. That's
They're going to actually from I'll just give it some thousands better. You look like an Arab population. Sorry. Take care, everyone. Take one of our cards.
Chocolate, sir?
And I do.
What? Thank you.
iERA. In the white.
All right, no problem.
You can find it on Google. You'll find it on Google. iERA. It's a Dawah organization. You know, we give a Dawah to like non-Muslims. We print the Quran, we do training courses, we look after new Muslims. And if you can support the charity donation, Bismillah, inshallah. Jazakallah. Thank you.
Can I help?
Yeah, go for it.
See you guys.
Take care.
So, Brother Murtada,
Yes.
alhamdulillah, just had a conversation at the centre.
Yeah, he was a really friendly guy. I mean, he was very sort of open-minded. He already had a copy of the Quran, right? But it wasn't the clear Quran. So I gave him the clear Quran as well. There's no harm in that. And I explained to him that it's really a matter of plain, simple English. And that's how it's written. Easy translation, easy to understand. He asked quite a bit about Allah. You know, what does it mean, the word Allah? I explained the one true God. I even said to the point that if you go to Egypt and you meet the Copts, right, in their Bible, it's got Allah written in Arabic. So it's not a foreign word in that sense. And then it all clicked with him. He realized, okay, Allah just means God. And then I explained the other names. We spoke a little bit about the problem of evil and suffering. You know, we glossed over it. We spoke about just the Muslims in general, you know, some of the prohibitions, that we don't drink alcohol, and that we have protection from that as well. And he was clicking with a lot of it. He's a really good guy.
What did he believe?
I didn't really probe too much because he was half on his way out. So I couldn't have a long conversation. The main aim I was trying to get through was give him the Quran and let him do his own research, because I could see that he's one of those guys that's a reader. He's on his journey. He goes to the Palestine marches.
Wow.
He's kind of pro-Palestine, pro-Muslim. So yeah, he was a good guy, basically, yeah.
Wow.
And I left it at that, yeah.
Brilliant, brilliant. Great conversation. Alhamdulillah.
Hi, guys. Free chocolate, free copy of the Quran in English. Hello, sir.
Good chocolate?
Free copy of the Quran. Hi, guys. Copy of the Quran. English, brother. French. It's a free chocolates for the kids. And it's a free copy of the Quran in English, madam. The gift for you.
Thank you. Yes, I'm Iranian.
Okay.
Yes, I'm Muslim. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Can you give it to a non-Muslim? You can give to a non-Muslim. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Someone's looking for Allah. Yeah.
Yes, Allah, thank you so much. This happened with the Quran. This is where you go and you can have the Quran. What of them? Thank you. Really, the best people have.
The words of Allah, words of God. I don't know better than myself. If you can, man, right? If you have a non-Muslim friend, give it to her. Yeah? Because it's not for the Muslim, it's for the non-Muslim. You've got it right? Yeah. So you become the person giving the dawah. You, with the opportunity rising to your friend.
You from Ghana?
Fight you. You want the dawah. That's the idea.
Because there is an event is coming.
Yeah. Yes, it's GPU.
Yeah, GPU,
We're
yeah.
gonna be there. I'm gonna be there.
I'm gonna
there. We'll see you there. Come to the school. Come to the school. You know this school will be there. This is the Quran one. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, that's busy. That's busy. So I'm going there on Friday to say, get the Quran ready there. You know, Saturday, Sunday, I'll be there.
Okay, so it's
For non-Muslims. We're going to give these out at GPU. We're going to have 1,000 copies at GPU. Yeah.
but there's Arabic on it, right?
No. It's not the Muslim. You can put it on the ground. You can put it on the
Yeah,
shelf.
yeah,
There's
because
no
it's
problem.
really bad.
I know. Don't worry.
I found one on the this one.
Did you? Oh, that's not good. And the people are going to do whether they're not. It's not the Muslim. It's not the Quran in Arabic. You can, put it. Obviously, respect it, but it's not the Muslim. It's not the one where you need wudu and stuff like that. You know? Anyway, all the best. Yeah, if you're going to give it to the non-Muslim, you can take a look at it.
He's
not-
Muslim.
It's not really for the Muslims, to be honest. You know.
I know. The thing is that he's really fond of this kind of goods, and he loves to.
We'll give you a special gift, inshallah. Yeah, if she can donate to the charity as well. It's called iERA.
He's
iERA.
also gonna be there. Don't worry.
Oh, well, bump into her. Yeah. All right.
We both are gonna go.
All right.
See you there.
Yeah, take care.
Bye.
Bye.
No to the. So you just had an engagement with the lady.
Yes. So she basically was a Muslim. She's going to be at the GPU, by the way, and she's on registration, right? So basically, I said to her, "There's the ambulance." I said to her, the best thing is that give it to your non-Muslim friend. You know, it's going to be somebody she knows, and they'll hopefully read the Quran. Pick one for her sister as well. It's not the primary audience, right? Because the Muslims can order online, they can read online. The Quran's available everywhere. It's just a lot of the non-Muslims we meet, they get surprised because they haven't got the book as written form, right? So it was a short conversation and not the exact target audience, but you're going to get Muslims out there as well.
Yeah, look, even with Muslims, when you're talking to Muslims, you want to obviously, number one, tell them what we're doing,
Yeah.
but also remind them the importance of the work.
Yes,
Now, when we're talking about being Muslim, what does it mean to be Muslim? Of course, to submit to Allah,
that's right.
but we also follow the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And his main sunnah was what?
Dawah.
Dawah,
Yeah.
calling the non-Muslims.
That's right.
So the first thing is a reminder for them.
That's right.
Secondly, they also can make a donation and support the work that we do.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
That's what you told them.
Awareness, yeah.
That's the important thing. So when you're engaging out here, you can engage with obviously non-Muslims, tell them about Allah, about Islam. But when you meet Muslims as well, is to remind them the importance of the work that we're doing, to get involved and support the work. Inshallah, yeah? Good.
Hi guys, sweet chocolate. Sweet chocolate, madam. Hi guys. Okay, copy the Quran in English.
No, I am Hindi.
You don't want the Quran, huh?
But I'm not talking about Hindi.
I haven't got English, I only got English.
No English, sorry.
No, English, okay. Your
Thank
friend,
you.
does he want chocolate? Thank you, brother. Hi guys. Copy to the Quran in English. Hi guys, free chocolates, ladies. Oh, have a good day, yeah?
Thank you.
Hi guys.
Okay.
Hi guys. Hello sir, free chocolate. Hello sir. Chocolate. Hello sir, chocolate. Have a good day. Hi there sir, free chocolate. Have a good day, yeah?
Free chocolate. Hi guys, free chocolates.
Yes. No idea. It's on the way.
Free chocolates. Hi madam. Chocolate brown English. Hi guys, chocolates.
Hi guys.
Free chocolate. Free chocolates today. Hi guys, free brown English. Free chocolates.
All right. That's very kind of you, though.
You have a good day, thank you, sir.
And you.
Hi guys. Free chocolates.
Free
Hi,
copy of the
Quran.
Quran.
Copy the Quran in English. Hi guys.
Free copy of the Quran.
Free Quran in English. Bless you. And you take care. Hi guys.
Free copy of the Quran.
Hi madam. Free copy of the Quran in English.
Free copy of the Quran. Free copy of the Quran.
Hi madam. Free chocolates. Free chocolates.
Free copy of the Free copy of
Free
the
chocolates,
Quran.
sir.
All right.
Free chocolate, brother.
Free copy of the Quran. Free copy of the Quran, sir. Oh, you're not listening. Oh, I thought you were listening. Free of Pakistani. Where's where did you get it? That's the whole
This way.
What do you think? Why? This writing here discovered at the bottom. Is this the result of chance or intelligence?
Hi guys.
Did these letters did someone write it?
Free chocolate, sir.
Well, DNA is important. And 18 signatures. That makes up the word. So if this information, what about mine? It's a mobile phone. It's made of glass. It's made of plastic. It's made of metal. Where do you get glass from? Sand. You get metal from the ground. You get plastic from oil. Now, can all those things randomly, through a hurricane and lightning, make a mobile phone by chance? There has to be a mind. There has to be intelligence. So what we say is, behind design, there's a designer. Does that make sense to you? Yeah. So what we say about God is
Free copy of the Quran, man.
God created all of us.
Here you go.
So the message of the Quran is very simple. You simply worship God alone. So you don't go to God through a man, through an idol, you only go directly. So that's the message of the Quran. Have you heard of prophets of God? Abraham,
No, they're gonna find it.
Abraham, Moses, Muhammad. All of these were sent to teach people to worship God alone. Because For example, in India, people worship idols. Islam says you don't worship idols. In Catholicism, they worship the saints. Saint Mary, Saint Matthew. We say no, you and God. You don't go to graves, you don't go to idols. And God is not a human being. God is not limited. God is beyond our imagination. So that's the God that Islam says to worship. Have you ever thought about these topics I'm talking about?
Not much. Plan to. I know these people power, so.
Okay,
Like,
good. And if you have any questions,
somebody in the country, so what is this? Somebody of
so,
the diet, and then everything for it.
so this is a translation that's done.
Some extent.
Yeah, no, this is the full Quran. The full Quran.
Right in order.
In order.
Start in the first place.
So you start from the first page, the full Quran, and it's been translated from Arabic into English. And to make it easier, it's got these sections. So it's broken into these different sections, but it's literally the full Quran from the beginning all the way to the end. And what you'll notice about the Quran is that the theme always goes back to God, always goes back to the worship of God, always goes back to the oneness of God. And it gets you to reflect about nature. You know the example I gave you earlier of the DNA? That's an example of nature. Nature is very powerful. You know, so the Quran tells us to look at nature, to be grateful to God. Because look, at the end of the day, if I gave you $1 billion, right, what would you do with $1 billion? You'd buy an island, you'd get married, you'd have kids, you'd give in charity. But then what then? The fact is, if we have all the money in the world, we're not going to give us happiness. True happiness, the Quran says, is when we have the relationship with God. That's what makes us truly happy. So that's the true message of the Quran. And if you have any questions, you can go to our website. Oh, yeah. Discover the Quran. You can send them.
I will. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Thank you so much. Likewise.
I just speak to kids who come in.
So, boom, you just had a conversation.
Yeah. The conversation with was actually, I thought the guy was Pakistani. I thought, because you know, some Pakistanis keep coming,
Yeah.
and some people from Turkey and Iran as well, and they want a free copy of the Quran. Straight away, I thought Pakistani. I thought, I said, I suppose it's for Muslims only. He said, I'm not Muslim. I didn't actually hear him. But then Murtala also thought he was Muslim. And then he said, I always wanted to read this. And I said, so why did you want to read this? Well, you know, he didn't have an answer. He's just like searching. So I said, do you believe in God? He's like, I'm trying to. So I said, okay. So where does this writing come from? I gave him the example. Look, information comes from some form of intelligence. We have information in the DNA. Gave him the example of the mobile phone.
Right.
Does it make sense? Yes, it does. And then gave him the basic message of Islam. So he's gratefulness to God, worshiping God alone. Because in India, they worship idols.
Yeah.
So I said, look, you go to God directly. You don't go through idols. You don't go through dead people. And it made sense to him. He's going to read the Quran. If he has any questions, he's going to go to our website.
SubhanAllah. So that just shows you a couple of things. So the first thing you said, that when you saw him, you made an assumption that you thought he was Muslim, right? So the thing is, you never know, yeah, when you're...
Charing Cross, right. No, I think it's that one. Yes, I do.
Tottenham Court Road, right?
Charing Cross in the Strand. No. Let me.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, let me just take that.
Actually, yeah, you got to go through Leicester Square. It's that way.
I hope so.
It's actually that way.
Guys,
So
wait,
walk
chocolate.
down.
It's all right. I clearly care about your food. Here we go.
So my friend,
Hi guys, free chocolates to
Oh, no.
said bye, and I'm thinking, where am I? And my phone's CRAT
Oh, no.
being here, and it will not be fancy.
Thank you. You believe it yourself? That's amazing.
My own experience, because unfortunately, people get the wrong idea because they don't think that which that happens to see. And we, like,
So true. Where's it done?
Okay, so
That's
there we
enough.
go. Don't worry.
Changing it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This road is called Charing Cross Road.
Yeah,
That
and it's
goes-
down that way.
That's Charing Cross. So I'm trying to see, and this is Shaftesbury Avenue. Where's Shaftesbury Avenue?
This one, isn't it? This one is
Is that
yeah.
Shaftesbury Avenue?
Yeah.
So if that's Charing Cross and that's Shaftesbury Avenue, then you need to head towards Charing Cross, and then you need to
Hi guys, free chocolates today.
all the way to Trafalgar Square. Yes,
Hi guys.
thank you. I hope I'm giving you the right direction.
Yeah, so this is
I'm not Charing Cross.
So if you go straight down there.
As I say, older than
Yeah.
I'm near 1870. And you just go to
That's a good
take
advice.
care. Thank you for being here. I know how hard it is.
Here's a gift for you. I'll be the
Hi there, sorry.
Have a nice day.
Yeah. Please just keep smiling and keep doing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow,
SubhanAllah. So, you were just telling me about that conversation, but SubhanAllah, look what just happened.
we were talking about something else, and that's why, you know, sometimes people are just intrigued. People ask for advice, directions. So previously we had another guy asking for directions, gave him thorough directions, gave him a copy of the Quran. He said, no, well, yeah, actually, I'll take it. So the thing is, some just use whatever means to initiate, to be nice, whether they take it or they don't, whatever chances you get. Like, she was just looking for directions, but then in the end of it, I said, would you like a copy and choose?
You know what that reminds me of?
What?
You know the story in the Quran?
And that's the
Musa
Quran in English. We're giving us the gift as well.
The story of Musa alayhi salam with his family. They were out, right? They were cold. They saw a fire. They said, let me go to the fire.
Get directions.
Let me go and see if they can get directions, right? Maybe they can give us some directions. So she's looking for directions. So obviously we assisted her.
Gave her a better direction,
And
inshallah.
then what's better than this, subhanAllah? True guidance.
And she was saying also, I know Muslims are not the people that you see on TV.
Yeah.
In other words, she was saying that. It was very
She's actually encouraging us. Imagine,
She's like, keep
no
going.
Muslim to be here.
She says, I know it's hard. Keep smiling. Keep going.
Amazing, amazing. And that's it. That's what it's all about, isn't it? And so again, like you were saying earlier, like, number one, don't make assumptions. If you don't know who you're speaking to, yeah, you thought that guy. And I've done it myself. You're thinking, oh, this guy's not going to be interested, or this person is Muslim already. And subhanAllah, look, he was already looking for a copy of the Quran. And if
So many people are like this. You know, last time we were here, 2 weeks ago,
yes,
there's one guy that saw us from far, came up, and he said, a copy of the Quran in English? I'll take one. And obviously I'm going to say, start saying like, no. I don't want to talk. I'm going to read it. Took it away. The thing is, some people, they're not comfortable to talk, but they want to take a copy of the Quran.
that's it. And look, that's why it's so important we're out here, you know, in central London every week.
Saudi, look, all around here, whether people come here or not, they see free Quran, massive banners, and 3 of us in these shoes. They know what we're about.
That's it.
Massive Quran here. Yeah?
Absolutely.
That's the thing.
And people are taking it. People are taking it.
Even if they don't, they're getting the message.
Hi guys.
Even if they don't take it, we're getting rewarded because at least we're trying.
Absolutely.
Some prophets in the Day of Judgment will have no followers. We're blessed that Allah allows us to take people's shahadas, for people to even take the Quran from us,
Yeah.
someone to even take a flyer from you with the word Quran on it, with the word God on it. But, you know, some people, what did she say?
Is it free? Is it free?
Translated. That God is one God. Yeah. So obviously we believe one all-powerful creator being the form of Allah. We know God. We believe in God, and we worship Him. I'll wait for this. He's very noisy at the time, right? So obviously we worship Him. We believe He's the creator, right? And He created everything, the whole universe, yeah? And He created us, and He knows what's best for us. Because it's like, you know, iPhone, Apple, they make the iPhone, right?
and they know best how it works. If it breaks, right, the local shop can't fix it. You know, Apple can fix every single part. They've got the design, the blueprints, the plan, right? So he created us, he made us, right? And he knows exactly how we function. So when there's rules in the Quran, you know, there's certain rules and regulations. You may have heard of it from your Muslim friends, like Muslims can't drink alcohol, right? They can't take drugs, yeah? There's certain do's and don'ts, yeah? So some of those things you might think, oh, but it's restrictive, you know, what's wrong with drinking? But God knows there's a greater good. Does that make sense? Because he knows exactly how we work. It's like if you've got a pet dog or a pet cat, yeah? Or whatever, even a plant, right? You know how much water, whatever. You're not going to overwater it. You're not going to keep it in the dark. You know what's good for it. So he knows what's good for us. So when he says don't drink, we know he's a greater good. Now, I'll give you an example of the good. Like, I don't drink alcohol, right? So I can never, it's impossible for me to die from drink driving, right? You know, because I just drink alcohol and crash the car. I can never die like that. Someone can kill me like that, right? I can never be the perpetrator. I can never go out there, kill a whole family, you know, by the alcohol and the driving. It's happening probably every day over the world, this sort of death, right? So we're protected automatically, right? So there's always goodness in these sort of things. You're going to ask a question, I thought that.
I was thinking about that. Yeah.
You understand? It's like you may never die in that death, right? But there's automatic protection, right? And there's other many benefits when we look at these things that other don't take drugs from other drugs, like alcohol, cocaine, marijuana. These drugs, they harm the body, they affect the mind, and God says keep away from them, right? So there are prohibitions. In fact, only about 3% of that book is prohibitions. It's not all about can't do this, can't do that, can't eat pork, can't have a girlfriend. It's not all about can't, right?
Yeah.
There's many good things in there that it explains about morals, you know, like be an honest person, be good to your parents, good to your neighbors, good to the needy, the orphans, the people that need help, yeah? Be generous, be kind-hearted, you know, share the message of Islam like what we're doing in this work here, share the Quran, etc. But the main thing, and I'll end on this point because I'm sure you're in a hurry, the main thing is that Allah says in the Quran, God, He says in the Quran that for the Muslim, the reward is of two. Yeah, the reward is of two. Once in this life, you get the rewards. Like the protection I mentioned about no drinking, no scratch, right? So you're rewarded in this life, blessings, goodness, sustenance, health, protection, family, friends, lots of mercy and goodness in this life. In fact, He grounds us in goodness in this life, right? But when we die, as a Muslim, when we die, we get admitted to the paradise. In the paradise, madam, there's nothing negative, right? There's no death. Number one, there's no death. You live forever. Infinite life, right? And everything negative has been removed. So I'll give you an example. Like, for example, like here in this life is murder and there's sickness. You know, there's a cold, there's cancer. None of that is going to be there. It's just a total life of pleasure, adventure, love, mercy, goodness, you know, and excitement. So you could go on an adventure, you know, into the jungle or whatever. And you know there's not going to be a snake that can bite you and give you poison because it's a jungle of perfection, if that kind of makes sense, you know? There'll be perfect trees, weather, perfect environment. You can go hunting if you want to. Even the animal you kill, it won't feel pain per se.
No, my friend.
It'll be part of the paradise. That kind of makes sense. It's been put in there to be killed, but then to be recreated or whatever happens, right? You know, God talks about that. Islam talks about that. He says that if you see a bird flying past, that's a chicken or a friend from Gujarat fly, but like I don't know, a pigeon or something like that. I see a pigeon that's like flying past, right? That pigeon, if you want to die and eat it, instantly drop down, there's some barbecue for you, cooked to perfection. You eat it, and when you throw away the bones, right, they'll be recreated by you, and they fly on its journey again. Put it back into life, right? So the perpetual the cycle of beggars and goodness. That's the life for the Muslim. Goodness in this life, obviously you get tested. You're not a life of just, you're not in the paradise now. Yeah, God says, no, it's like the problem of evil and suffering. If there was no evil, you wouldn't know what good is. Yeah, if there was no evil, you wouldn't know what good is. So evil is in this life, it's a test. Who is going to do evil? Who's going to be the Adolf Hitler? Yeah, and who's going to be the Mother Teresa, the good person, right? Although I heard some controversy about it.
But I'm not believing any.
I heard something at the end, but there's always controversy, right? But then again, Hitler must have done some good as well, right? So, but overall, we're saying he was a bad person, you know, in the sense he killed 6 million Jews. He was an epitome of evil, basically. He was a tyrant, yeah? So that's it in a nutshell. I mean, do you have any like further belief in God yourself?
Yeah.
Deep down, you believe in God, the creator. Does it make sense? Do you think the universe came from nothing?
Islam says that God is beyond our imagination. He's not an idol. He's not. For God treated everything.
I mean, I think like I really enjoyed the interview.
Yes, that
And
mentioned really well.
yeah, I enjoyed. I enjoy like I speak to a lot of people like different beliefs, and
Yes.
I enjoy like
And
hearing things that, like I like to see like commonality in nature as well.
Yes.
Which I know can be quite difficult when religion is based on beliefs.
With Christianity, some of the other beliefs, Sikhism, right?
Yes.
There is that belief in one God ultimately, as far as I know, with the main three, Abrahamic faith, right? And there's a lot of commonality, like heaven and hell, the belief in destiny and God himself, the prophets. Lots of crossover. Does that make sense? Just the difference is that we don't believe that God is in the creation. But we don't believe that Jesus is God. Any man, any object is God. It's just be more of God on the earth. Yeah, and there'll be no God up there. Right? It'll just be more of the creation. God really became a man, fully a man. Then where's God at that point? You can't understand what I'm saying. So we don't have that belief. You know? In Islam, we don't have that belief. We really keep it distinct and separate. We say God, no, he's transcendent. He dwells external to the universe, and the creation is down here, like the universe. It's down below. That kind of makes sense, you know. It's hard to give it a direction. It's a separate entity, right? In the wider sort of system we
You
live in.
can't always assume that the faith that
I hope you have a good read of that. Get a deeper understanding. It will tell you a lot more about the Creator, about who is Allah, who were the prophets, what was the message, what is the paradise like. It talks a lot about the hellfire as well, which is a reality in Islam, which is a place where a person knew that Islam was true. Under all the layers and baggage and garbage or whatever, they knew to only be one creator. It makes logical sense. But they arrogantly rejected that truth, right? So they're certain they know God exists, but due to a myriad of reasons, the main causal factor being arrogance and rejection, they reject God. They are susceptible to the punishment of the hellfire. So they may go to the hellfire. That's the potential punishment. We don't condemn anyone to hellfire. I can't say this non-Muslim is going to hellfire. It's not my job. God is the judge. Does that make sense? So he judges who goes where, right? Even some Muslims, they will go to the hellfire before the paradise. Right? Even though I said all Muslims will go, well, I don't know if I said it, but all Muslims will go to paradise, right? That's a thing that they cannot go to the hellfire. There are bad Muslims, stealing, hurting people, dealing in drugs, lying. These are all major sins, murder included, right? They can go to the hellfire first, and then eventually, when they're punished and cleansed, then they'll eventually, after a long pause, right, because it's intense punishment, then they'll enter paradise. Does that sort of make sense? So the risk is for all. It's not just, non-Muslims go to the hellfire. It's not a black and white talk like that. It makes it very clear, but that it applies to anyone reading it, basically. Yeah. That's great. No, I'll let you go on your journey. Yeah. Thanks.
What's your name?
It's Murtaza. Yes, Murtaza. Yes. Yeah. Your name?
Anya.
Anya. Okay. Where are you from, Anya? Thailand. Oh, I never would have guessed. No, I had no idea where you're from. I couldn't tell at all. No. So how's Thailand? Good place, is it?
Like Thailand.
You like Thailand, yeah? Nice weather, I'm guessing, isn't it?
It is nice.
Yeah.
It's a bit warmer, but
Yeah. Are you here traveling visiting?
no, I'm not getting here.
Okay, which university?
Yeah.
UCL. Nice, in the centre. Yeah. All right, Tanya, you take care. Have a good day. Thank you. And you. Assalamu alaikum. How are you? Are you all right? Good to see you. Unexpected.
are you bigger than that? Did you get a haircut?
Let's come here. Yeah.
I can see you.
Yeah. We can just, sometime you have to go.
Are you a reader?
No, just speaking to it. Just try and get it. How's everything? Good?
Yeah, alhamdulillah. It's been very good today.
Like how?
1 minute.
I just I only learned one day. Yeah, after one day, well, I didn't get any other chance. Yeah, it was.
That's near Matador.
Yes, like the schedule is much active. So I have to take a schedule. Good. Yes, because I'm just doing the job of what I'm
You want some of you? Hello, sir. Free chocolate today. You look very sweet. Take the chocolate. Hello, sir.
Yes.
How was that conversation?
Yeah, alhamdulillah. You know, mashallah, I know that you were speaking to him first.
Before that,
yeah.
so just before we get into it, I brought him over to you because of your background, but I deliberately stopped filming for this maybe.
Yeah.
So you have to, yeah. So some of the people watching live, you may be thinking what was going on. Initially, the camera was turned this way. Okay. Because the thing is, you know what?
Yeah.
That's the
Especially right now, you know, it's very difficult what's happening, and so we need to protect the people that are interested in Islam. And we know, like, when you do new Muslim support, they face many challenges, you know. So that was a good call.
And the first thing that he said is something which goes against Hinduism. He said, "I don't believe in any of that. I just believe in one."
Yeah.
You know, so that itself, you know,
That in itself is an amazing achievement, you know. To go from that, there's a lot of people that, you know, they follow their family traditions, and even if they don't believe it, they'll still follow it. But he actually taken the next step and says, you know what, I don't believe any of that, right?
he actually said, correct me if I'm wrong, he said, "I don't believe in Krishna. I don't believe Krishna's God. I just believe in one."
Believe in one God. So he's actually a student here, looking for work, but he actually lives in Hayes, right, which is near Uxbridge, and this is a lot of Muslims. So he's going to read the Quran, inshallah. So I asked him, like, you know, he said that he's been with some Muslims, he's been to the mosque one time,
Nice.
he even tried to, he experienced the prayer, he enjoyed it, right? So I asked him, this would be something that would be interesting for you, like to embrace Islam. He said, I'm going to read the Quran and have a think about it. But you know, just being here, like you stopped you and you had a conversation. If you weren't here, you won't be able to put that copy of the Quran. And then again, to give another sort of step towards him, inshallah, being guided, you know, by partaking in that conversation. There's many times, you know, there's many touch points when someone embraces Islam. It's not just one point. It's the first time they may know someone, they may have friends that are Muslim, then they'll understand that what they currently believe doesn't make sense. Then the concept of God is one God. Then they may want to take a copy of the Quran, you know, and read it for themselves, find out. They may want to learn who the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ is. All of these things take time, you know. So that was a really, really good interaction.
Absolutely.
Matada,
Yeah.
I know you had a conversation just as we were speaking.
I had a few. I've lost track of the ones.
What woman you were talking to quite a long time.
Oh, yeah, she was from Thailand. She was a Buddhist. I did get further conversation with her. She was a Buddhist, but she liked to learn about all the different religions and different religious people and see where there's commonality. She seems to be quite open-minded. She's a brilliant listener. That's one thing I noticed. A brilliant listener. She listens to the full, detailed, spiel that I'm giving it. I didn't really delve too deep because she just said Buddhism. I think they've got that philosophy.
Oh, she was a Buddhist.
Buddhist, yeah.
Okay.
And that was it really. So I didn't ask too much, but I tried to probe. Do you ultimately believe in a creator or whatever? I wasn't really clear about it too much, that vocal. But she was keen. She was interested in the concept of Islam. Like
Just got a copy of
a copy of the Quran. Yeah, she lives here. She's a university student, which is originally from Thailand. We spoke for about 10 minutes or 5 minutes, whatever it was, not too long, and it was a good conversation. Yeah,
That's it.
Really
That's what it's all about. Speaking out here, handing out Qurans, getting into conversation.
yes.
And it's important as well, like, when we put the camera on you whilst you're having a conversation, the people there, they can hear, their our conversations that you're getting into. You understand?
Absolutely.
Because I hear we have a methodology of giving dawah, right? We have a methodology of giving dawah.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said. So yeah, we have the GoRap methodology. So it's God, oneness, revelation, prophethood. And it's like a little call to Tawheed, basically. That's all it is in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Very straightforward, very simple. It's an acronym. It's nothing rocket science. People sometimes, when they look externally, they think iERA's got a dawah methodology, big words. They get put off a little bit. They think I'll never be able to give dawah. It's for the experts. No, you guys can give dawah as well.
So the point is that when you are getting into conversations, you're using some of those examples,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
That is part of
God
the
is the
methodology.
creator, that he exists. Exactly.
You use an example in that conversation.
Obviously, I use bits of the GoRap, the G, the O. I brushed over prophets, so letters of it. The Quran we're giving out is the revelation. So it's all in there somehow, yeah.
So it's important, because a lot of people that are tuning in,
Yeah.
they're listening to you, they don't know how to give dawah.
No,
So
no.
they're learning from you whilst you're having a conversation.
Yes. That's right.
Some of the points that you're talking about.
That's right.
So, for example, you were speaking to her about, she's from a Buddhist background, but she was really interested in the concept of one God, right? What the Muslims believe, and I think you gave some examples.
Yes.
So these are some of the examples that you can use when you're engaging with a non-Muslim, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And you can learn the course on our website. If you go to the iERA website, you can just search on the website for the Dawah training course, and you can get the knowledge on how to give Dawah. It's not rocket science, right? It's very
But I think
simple.
what people want to see, they want to see how you put it into practice.
Yeah.
The conversations that you're having.
Every conversation is different. Right?
Yeah.
You'll apply a little bit of the GoRap in one. Sometimes you may not apply it in its total sense. Sometimes it might be a perfect GoRap. We're not saying GoRap is this perfect thing of perfection. No one's making that claim. But it's a good acronym that you can
I
use.
think there's a conversation.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
Let's put it on.
Is this iPhone or
iPhone, yeah.
He doesn't want to be.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know. Give me the time. Holy fuck. But do you think Jesus will find the investment point? Hi guys, is he sent by God or is he from? So I have a son. Say I have a son. And that son is human like me. Arms, head, lungs, heart. I'm a mammal.
Hi guys.
Homo sapien.
How are you today, sir?
So, it makes sense. God died, your son will live on. God doesn't die. God is not a living. God is not a human. God is not made of flesh. God doesn't have a body. God is not like us, not physical. So, it doesn't make any sense to talk about God having something, especially if you think about it, something limited. Like Jesus was limited by space, limited by calorie intake, limited by
You want to? All right. You want it now? Take one of the blue ones.
May I show you something? This is the Üveysel Karnı zikri. This is the tevhid zikri. Now you get this one morning, evening. And
Okay, I think you speak, what language do you speak? Arabic?
I'm speaking Turkish.
Oh, Turkish.
This is the English.
Oh, okay. I thought you wanted Arabic. So,
Arabic one I have, but this is the English. Üveysel Karnı zikri. Zikir, tevhid zikir. Muhammed sallallahu aleyhi ve sellem tevhid zikir de this one. And then you get this morning, evening.
Yes.
Yeah.
Adkar Sabah and evening, morning and evening.
Tevhid zikir.
Yeah. But this is too small. There are too many.
Small, but Allah make it, no.
Yeah.
But I have a Arabic if you want.
so boy, obviously that conversation didn't want to be filmed, but what was he saying?
Yeah. So firstly, just to clarify about the camera thing, the first camera he said no to, second camera came, and sometimes that can ruin the conversation. So I have to say no filming. He was a Christian. He believed Jesus to be divine. He didn't specify what type of Christian he was, but then he started. We started off speaking about Jesus and him. Obviously, he believed Jesus believes something different to what we believe. Straight away, he went to jizya. You believe in jizya? You know, you have this thing. I said, is it? He said something about the jizya being more than the tax. I said, look, whether it's more or less, or jizya exists or doesn't exist, it doesn't impact the truthfulness of Christianity or Islam. I said in Christianity, you have laws that other religions don't have. So the more important question is Jesus God? So he understood that, and we went back to that because the fact is, these are all distractions, brothers and sisters. All of these questions are distractions. We have to go back to Tawheed. Now, if I went into jizya and the details, do I know all the details of jizya law? No, I don't. What I do know is it exists and it's applied to non-Muslims. It's not applied to Muslims. That's about it. Why should I get into the details of that when that's not a reason for why he'll be saved or I'll be saved? The reason for salvation is belief in Tawheed, belief in the one true worship of Allah. That's all that's going to take you to Jannah. So I just had to be very direct and say, look, Isra, in a very polite way, without saying, I know what you're doing there, without saying, I know you're being sneaky and changing the topic. I just said, because we were talking about theology and he took it to jizya. So that's a very important thing you saw in the go wrap there. Take it back to the basics. Don't talk about anything else. And if you notice, I didn't go into the Bible saying Jesus is not God. I just said the logical reasons why Jesus isn't God, because that's what the go wrap is about. It's not about using the Bible. But if you use a verse of the Bible, they use a verse of the Bible, we go back and forth. The quickest way is to just show logically why Jesus isn't God.
Brilliant, brilliant. Jazakallah khair.
Hi guys. Yeah, you know, it's like iERA, iERA. You go to the website to donate online. We can't take any of this on the store here. Yeah, until we get a license. We gotta get it. Once we've got it legally, we can do it. Otherwise, we would. But if you go to this, you know that down iERA. We'll take a picture of it. Yeah, use it. Yes. So you go to iERA, you just Google it, and you'll see the Dawah work. You know that. You'll see free Quran project, everything. Yeah. You can donate online simply. Okay. Where are you from, brother? America. Okay. Italy? India. Nice. Good to meet you, brother. You take care. Okay. Hi, guys.
What's it up? What's it up? Okay, please.
No, check his head. But you know what he was saying? What's the donate?
Say describe. Describe.
Free copy of the Quran.
Chocolate excited.
Free copy of the Quran in English, but alhamdulillah, good news. What you can do, brother? if you go to this, it says iERA project. iERA, if you Google iERA, iERA, you can make a donation online. Yeah, please do. Then I can keep all the notice in track.
There you go, my friend.
Good. Thank you. Don't worry about it.
In English.
No problem.
Just giving it out.
You can make a donation, brother. Money on top.
No, I'm not. So what led to your atheism? Are you an atheist in the sense that you lack a belief in God, or you're sure there's no God? Okay.
They should put together they don't put that. People they ask me, is it halal?
Are you open to theistic?
Now I have to say
Um, you said you believe in theism, but theism is a belief system which, for example, Darwin subscribed to. And it's the idea that there's a God, but God doesn't intervene in the world, doesn't send revelation out. So you don't believe in design at all? Yeah. The reason I think that we are on your local man. No, that's nice to hear. But I mean, yeah, I mean, God's not a human being in the sky. I mean, we agree. Just sticking to the basic conception of a design. What would you say to something like the design of behind design? Yeah, no, I'll wait for it. I'll wait. He's not filming. They're not filming. No.
I can blur you.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Sure. Can you turn that away, please?
I would do it.
Live stream. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, just So in the God delusion, Dawkins' argument is essentially there almost certainly isn't a God, because Darwinian evolution has given us complexity from simplicity. We're going to get a similar reply in physics, and then he uses the weak anthropic principle to then come to that conclusion. The problem with that is that argument is assuming God is incompatible with biological evolution. And secondly, it's assuming the only reason to believe in God is the design argument. Both of those are flawed assumptions.
Well, I don't know. I come at it from a different angle.
Sorry, what's that?
I come at it from a slightly different angle. That the birth of kind of modern civilization was right about 2000 when we started becoming like we started to understand something. Right? And I think at that point, to believe that there was Jesus, Muhammad, etc. 693 years apart, and they were one is God and one is this other God.
The religions are different to belief in God. You can believe in God and not believe in religion. That's why I mentioned Darwin. Darwin left Christianity, but he didn't leave the belief in God. When he published The Origin of Species, he was a deist, meaning he believed there was a God, but he didn't believe God intervened in the world. And with science, when you said in the beginning, science gives you an explanation for how things work. It's not an explanation for why things exist. That's a philosophical.
No, that's a very good question. I don't know the answer to that any more than you.
So the way I would put it is, look, we have the London bus there. We can explain mechanically how it works. The petrol, the combustion, the axials, the electricity, all of that stuff mechanically we can explain. But it doesn't explain the existence of the bus. It explains the mechanics of it.
Let me ask you a question. Why do you need God?
Do need God as in
Why do we don't need God?
Okay.
The argument that's very often played is that, you know, the moral code. You can have, there isn't a single moral code that needs it.
I would say that question's not important to whether God exists. Because whether we need God or not, the question is does God exist? That's more important than because I can say I find the belief in God comforting. Some people say they find the lack of belief in God comforting. It doesn't sway. So the question is it true?
I mean, that's what atheism actually means. You're not put to any theological position. I'm there. I'm open to there being something else, but I need proof. The faith is not enough for me.
I agree with you with that, and this is why some of the contemporaries of Darwin, who were big supporters of his theory, they still believed in God and they believed in evolution, but they believed in evolution as a mechanism and God as a high level explanation, like I said, philosophically. But even if we ignored that, we can still believe in God based upon rational arguments, not just faith. I agree with you, it shouldn't just be faith. And the thing is, the Quran just doesn't tell you to believe in God based upon faith. It tells you to believe in God based upon reason. And it gives you reasons to think about it.
But, of course, I have read bits of it. I will have a flick through. It's been a while. Right? And I've just read books that are kind of more explanatory than that. But for me, it's evidence, and there's no evidence in my opinion. But I get that when you speak to people with faith, like yourself, there's such a strong faith that there's not really, you can't really have an argument about the faith. Your faith is as strong as mine. It's not faith.
I think there's two different things going on here. The first is there's an element of rational argumentation, there's an element of faith. Rational arguments we can speak about. So, for example, I can give you an argument. You can say, I see so and so premise as being false. We can have that. But when it comes to faith, I can say, well, I have faith in God's love or faith in God's trust. Those things are not rational from the perspective that you can't quantify them.
No.
Argument. But we can have rational argumentation about the existence of it.
Yeah.
I think that's possible.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have to go, but
No worries.
I love it.
We're here every week. Wednesday.
Yeah. I love that. I love the debate. When people I've debated this a couple of times with other people who have faith, my stance is that I can almost prove that religion is
That wouldn't disprove God.
No. Okay. So my argument would be back to you than anybody else. It's environmental factors that take if you're born in Asia, wrongly Muslim country, we take it back. I'm born in the UK.
Yeah, you'll be a Hindu.
Yeah, exactly. So that proves that it's indoctrinated by your parents and your surroundings than a thing. That would be my
But
your point.
that would have no bearing on God's existence.
Yeah. No, I accept that.
Wouldn't you say this? There's a counterfactual to that, which is this. Most people are on the same secular ideologies as their parents as well. So it's not just religion. You're more likely to be a conservative if your parents are conservative.
Agree.
You're going to be a Marxist-Leninist if your parents are. So religion's not a special category in terms of human social conformity.
No, I accept
Right?
that.
Secondly, all religions can be false, but it doesn't mean God doesn't exist.
No, I accept that. And I guess
You have your black and white as well.
always. I'm not.
Check this out. I have black and white to save, stop zombie scrolling and wasting time.
I'm. That's good. Look. I love reading.
Have a read. Think about it. But the only thing I'd say to you,
Who is this person?
he's the translator.
Right. Okay.
The only thing I'd say to you is Islam as a religion, whether Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, all these, they can all be false, but God can still exist.
Fair point.
So first focus on God without religion. Because sometimes when we model them, it's harder. However, I would also say all religions ultimately should be put to the test, logically and rationally. So I'm not saying I believe in Islam because my parents are Muslim. The guy here, for example, He converted from Hinduism to Islam. My friend who's here. Others have converted to Christianity. So the question is, why do people do it? Some people, they come from religious background and become atheists. So you can change your beliefs too. It's just about evaluating. Great speaking to you. Have a lovely night.
Twenty minutes left. So if I can catch as many goals.
Hi guys, and chocolate. That's good, Sluddy. Keep them out here, yeah? Want to go back empty? We've got plenty more to fill up, yeah? Hi guys. Coffee in the garage.
Did you win, Hobo?
I can't be like
Did you win?
saya fikir apa kau ni? Saya di sana. While you come, very simple. Kumar. Can the man will say, I will say. Hello, sir. Hi guys, free chocolate today. Steve, what's up, sir? Have a good day, yeah? Thank you. Hi, guys. Hello, sir. Hi, guys. This helps us bring more on and stuff like that. We get free coffee. Have charity. We can make donations. Donation, yeah. English, yeah. Not put enough. Often you. It's for non-Muslim. Somebody you know, they've something in the shop, they want to learn more about Allah and Islam. It's a problem. Egypt, no, listen.
Sabor, very quickly, we just had a conversation with the atheist. Just wanted to get a summary on that, inshallah. So obviously that was a... Oh. Okay, so Sabor's just talking to someone right now, but he's going to come back and just had a conversation with an atheist, which you guys are watching. Quite interesting. Just want to get his feedback on that, inshallah. But look, we got about 20 minutes remaining.
It's a translation from Arabic into English. Yeah, the Quran is in Arabic. English. Yeah, this is English. Yeah, yes. But the Quran is the book of the Muslims, is in Arabic. In Arabic, yeah. English. This is English. Yeah.
Any message for us? Thank you. Alhamdulillah. So, subhanAllah, just saw right now, just a couple of tourists just walking past. They wanted a copy of the Quran and gave it to them. Alhamdulillah. And this is it. You know, we're putting Qurans into the hands of non-Muslims so that they can learn about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, Murtada, we've got about 20 minutes remaining.
Yes.
Inshallah. We've got about 20 Qur'ans. Inshallah, we're going to try and shift these Qur'ans in the last 20 minutes.
It's all 20s. 20 minutes, about 20 Qurans and about 20 chocolates. So,
Here you go,
Bismillah,
guys.
we're trying to get through it, you know, because it's not about stockpiling. We don't want to gather this stuff. It's no good to us on the shelf. We want to give it out there. We want to get it to the people who are hungry, spiritually hungry, searching, yearning, dreaming about God, you know, and we want to get the message out there.
Yes, absolutely.
Hi, guys, free chocolates.
So more, just very quickly, because people were quite engaged when they were watching you.
So here's somebody again, didn't want to be filmed, but believe Dawkins' work about there being no God.
Came across the wrong guy today, right?
Yeah. Standard stuff. And I just took it back to basics.
Yeah.
Oh, he's like, I can show religion's man-made. Okay, I said, even if it is, doesn't mean there's no God. But then the standard thing about evolution, even if it's true, it doesn't mean there's no God. So he didn't know about that. But then he went into some very gray areas about religion. And again, I said, look, let's talk about God's existence first. Then he said, look, I will read the Quran, I'll think about it. But what he said is, he kept saying again and again, is, look, it's just faith and, you know, you have rationality, you have science, and you have faith. And I was like, no, you can talk about God's existence. You can talk about rationality. And he didn't really expect that. I think he just expected, yeah, it's just all faith and that kind of thing.
He did not expect that level of conversation because he thought, no, I'm just going to speak to a religious guy. I'm going to overpower him, you know, by using these complex gray areas that he was going into.
He realized that wasn't going to work, and
Yeah.
we kept it simple. So this is the other thing. If you have a lot more knowledge than the other person, if you use it too much, then the other person starts feeling a bit down. So you have to let them know, look, I know what I'm talking about, but then bring it back to a nice, amicable conversation, not debate. It's not Speaker's Corner. Speaker's Corner, you have debates. Here,
He took a copy of the Quran.
he took a copy of the Quran.
Wow,
Yes,
imagine that. Atheists taking a copy of the Quran in London. This is what we're all about, you know, with this campaign, Discover the Quran. Alhamdulillah, we got about 15 minutes remaining. Inshallah, we're going to try and shift all the remaining Qurans that we can, inshallah. And look, alhamdulillah, it's been amazing so far. So make sure that you're liking, sharing, subscribing. We're going live every single week. So try and get you some more conversations as well, inshallah.
Free copy of the Quran, madam. Free copy of the Quran, guys. Free copy of the Quran. 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 Free copy of the Quran.
Chocolates, madam. Chocolate guy.
Free copy of the Quran. Free copy of the Quran.
I didn't say the chocolate today. Into the Quran in English.
How are you? How you doing, bro? Good? Good to see you, man.
Good to see you too.
Jazakallah.
Nice doing that.
Alhamdulillah. You've been blessed today.
The last 2 days, very nice.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, remains like that.
How are you? Have family?
Yeah.
We had like quite a few atheists. We took a copy of the Quran.
Go to a lot of loads different. You know how it is. Been good. Chocolate's really helping. Remind them that they are living. This has, I mean, my experience is very effective because what's happening, people see they are gods.
Yes, yes, of course. You have to
Like,
remind them, yes.
they are gods.
Yeah, yeah,
We reach, we did, we made, and we. So indirectly, so you know, like I'm limited, you are limited, you agree, and I see them like that. They felt down to hear something which must be beyond them. So now, once you break these spikes or the roof, so now what's happening now? Say, okay, this magnificent creation, there must be something magnificent beyond all of this, and it's not me. So now first needs to be breaking this, that is not you. But indirectly, unintentionally, they are believing they are gods because of the movies, songs. You see some movie, I am God, I am God. They sing Son of the Beach, I am God, repeat, I am God. So this goes to some merchant, and it affects them that they believe they are gods. I have seen that to be very effective. Indirectly, you're not beginning, you're human like me, I'm human like you don't know what is in my pocket, I don't know what is in your pocket. I can hear that person there, this person can hear that person there, because we are human, we are limited. And then you see the humble. You know, like, okay, it's very there must be something beyond all this. And therefore they say, okay, they are now susceptible to listen if there is a news that there is something above all of it. And there must be. Because this is not made by them. Now they kind of consciously they know. But before that, they were subconsciously believing they are God, they are the creator of everything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Not for the Muslim. Indirectly.
No, it's very good. Definitely good technique.
I have
And we say we have to. I'm moving forward.
to a non. I am God. Right. That's guy. So the question needs to be done. You know, like creating a
iERA. No, Google it. You'll find out one million.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Thanks, brother. I'll pass it forward, lad. You have
Please do, please do.
But
If it takes you 1 year, yeah, you find
kept his eyes like
then
that.
I get it. It takes you 10 years. Right?
It's a very, I see
Take
him
your time, yeah. Thanks.
It became very funny. I was laughing. I was a kid. But he believed this. I said, okay, just go. What's this one I want to do? So I said, after he blinked, God needs blink. What kind of a God is it? Like the China? Yeah. Yeah, straight down. Straight down? Right.
Station on your left, then you turn right.
Because you know, like Allah says, مثلا Surah Qalam, "من رآه استغنى." See himself, he is not in need of anything. That's why, subhanAllah, go to the rural cities or villages, they believe more in God than in cities. Big cities, because when they come out, they look around, they are faced all with man-made, and they hardly look up to things. Maybe they like they must have. But so building, car, everything, human made. You kind of have yourself to say, hey, mate, without, and of course, a little bit of spice, he put it every night in the mind. But in the rural, he come out.
Time to hand up Quran.
Yes, let's do it. Let's do it.
Sorry,
You got to run out.
trying to keep everyone decent.
Of course.
We've got a few minutes left. Let's finish this.
Hi, guys. Tottenham Court Road, subordinate.
Tottenham Court Road or Tottenham Court? Ah, okay. Tottenham Court is that way. Tottenham Court Road is okay. Thank you.
Okay. Have a good day. Thank you.
When would you pray? Maghrib now?
Yeah,
Here or?
yeah, we're gonna pray.
Hi guys. Hi guys. Hi guys.
How would you answer to the ayah where it says Allah says, Inna Allah astafa Adam? You know what they say? They use this as a hujjah, as a argument. Because istafa, it means there must be a ground already and you do istifa from it. So when Allah says, Inna Allah astafa Adam,
I haven't really had that question.
yeah, because there is a book written about that one by Abdul Sabur Shaheen, is an Egyptian. Muhammad Hijab,
But
probably.
you know, this is very simple.
No,
Is that what we do?
generally speaking.
Oh, generally speaking.
Generally speaking. Because I know, mashallah, you have a background of that,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I asked the right person. So there is an ayah, they, Abdul Sabur Shaheen, he's a doctor, mashallah, he's a Muslim, yani, he's got, and a linguist. So he said, based on linguistically, because you know what istafa mean? Istafa?
Let's talk about that later.
Alright.
Picks up the sound.
Sorry. No,
The Muslim pray. We're gonna pray first. Guys, pray then.
Yeah, press that off you. Then we'll have to do the maths.
Thank you.
We've got 10 more minutes, guys. 10 more minutes. And then we're going to end. And the last one, copies of the morning drive.
Oh.
English.
How funny is that?
Copy the wrong guys.
Hi guys.
Yeah, brother, take on send me something, whatever you mentioned, after we finish and said, give me, no, the guy you said, Shaheen. Yeah, give me his, some. Huh? Sini. Satu, satu, dua, tiga. Satu, dua, satu, dua, tiga. Take up your platform. Free copy of the Quran. Free copy of the Quran. Free copy of the Quran. No, free copy of the Quran. Free copy of the Quran. Free copy of the Quran. Thank you. Everybody see what's going on. Free copy of the Quran. Free copy of the Quran. So, brothers and sisters, we had a fantastic afternoon here, giving copies of the Quran, giving away flyers, initiating the conversation with chocolates, having fantastic conversations, exploring people from Hindu backgrounds, atheist backgrounds, Christian backgrounds. It's busy part of London. We have to end the live stream and finish because we actually have some event this weekend and we need to actually prepare for it. There's a lot going on. So today is actually much shorter than the normal days. Please do join us in the future for these events because these events are fantastic. We'd love to have you watching. Give us your thoughts on how you went. Give us some tips and tricks to try and initiate conversations as well. Jazakallah khair. Assalam. Free comments.